Hello guys, welcome back to SaaS LTD Deals. If you are new here, make sure you subscribe to our channel to get the best lifetime deals on SaaS software. I'm back with another review and today I'm going to review Flatlogic Generator. So you have probably heard about a lot of text to tools. So it could be text to video, text to audio, text to presentation, and you may even have came across text to website tools. But today what I'm going to show you, it is going to be text to app. So what Flatlogic does is uses AI to generate custom code in order to create a full app for you, full application for you. So how it works is super simple. First you have to provide the application name, the application that you want to create, and then on the Flatlogic AI you have to explain what type of application or software you are trying to create, and once you explain that, the AI is going to come up with exactly that application. And Flatlogic is currently available on AppSumo as a lifetime deal. The regular price is over $700, but at AppSumo you are getting this tool at only $49. Now let's have a look at all the plans and features. So you can deploy 100 applications per account per month. You have access to the text to app feature. There is AI powered analytics, zero configuration hosting, text to chart or text to widget. There is also CRUD tool access, commercial use allowed, which means if you create an app and you want to use that for commercial use, you can absolutely do that. You have access to high quality JS code. You can download and push your application to GitHub. Then there is AWS hosting and you will get access to all the front end options, back end as well as all the database options. And these are some of the tiers that you can buy from AppSumo. The tier 1 costs $49. That lets you create 2 apps. You can add your custom domain and you will be owner of the source code of each application that you create. There is also tier 2 that lets you create 10 apps. Tier 3 where you can create 40 apps. And the highest tier is this tier 4 that lets you create unlimited apps. So this tier has to be the best one since there is no limit in creating your applications. So if you want to buy Flatlogic Generator on a lifetime deal from AppSumo, make sure you check the link in the description below. Also, if you are new to AppSumo, you can get 10% off your first purchase. Watch the full video till the end to know how. Now let's go to the dashboard of Flatlogic. After you log into Flatlogic, you're going to get this dashboard, and on this box I have to provide the name for the application that I want to create. So for example, I want to create a personal task manager for myself. So just click on Start with AI. So here is the name of the application, and on this right side I have to choose the subdomain. So for example, this is going to be the subdomain, and then on this AI, the AI that is very similar to ChatGPT, I have to give as much details as possible about the task manager that I want to create. So let's do that on this box. So this is the details that I'm going to provide. Now let's send this message. So now the AI is asking exactly who will be using this software. So I have to provide roles like admin, manager or user. So I'm just going to provide personal use and then send this. Okay, so the AI has now came up with another question, but I can also skip this question. So once you answer 2 questions of the AI, you can just click on this generate your app. But before that, without answering 2 questions, you cannot click on this. So since I did that, just click on generate your app. Okay, so the AI has created the data model for my application, and on top you can see some details, the name for the application, the stack that are used, the template, domain, and here's the data model. So you can see all the user details, the task, the roles, as well as the permissions. And from here you can also add entity. So you just have to provide the name and then you can add that. You can add more fields if you want. You can change the field type. You can also delete a certain entity if you want. You can also go to full screen. But if I feel like the data model is up to the mark, I can just click on this next. Okay, so now it is time to deploy the app. But before that, there is also a very important step on here that you can also skip. So that is this GitHub repository. So if you want to connect that, you can also do that from here. Just click on this GitHub and you will be good to go. And you can also see the number of development hours saved, and the number is huge. It is 360. You can also see number of code lines that are committed to this application, the application that I'm creating. It is over 30K. So let's just deploy our application. So this is the final step of deploying your application. You can see overview, some information such as name, stack, front-end version. You can see when it is created, the GitHub. You can push it to GitHub if you want. You can also see the schema from here. And here is the code preview. You can also see all the collaborators on this project. So here's that. you can see the logs and you can also change various settings. So here are all of the settings. And from on top, you can also download the code and deploy it. So what I'm going to do is deploy. And keep in mind, for deploying, for building the app, it takes more than 5 minutes. So you have to wait for that. Okay, so the deployment has been completed. Now you can share your application on LinkedIn, Facebook or Twitter. I'm just going to close it. So now you can log into your application. So just click on this. And for logging in as admin, you have to use this email. As for the user, you have to use this email. So I'm just going to log in as admin. So here's the email and then we have the password, then the remember password and click on login. So here's the application that we have created. So everything that you are seeing on here is created by the AI of Flatlogic. I literally haven't done anything. I didn't have to code. I didn't have to do anything at all. This full personal task manager application was created by Flatlogic. So here's the first section on this application, which is the dashboard. So on here you can see the users, the amount of users you have, the tasks that are created, the roles as well as the permissions. And you can create a chart or a widget from here. And if I click on this, I can see my profile or log out. I can also go to the dark mode. And then we have the user section. So you can see all of the users that are added to this application. You can also add or invite user. So just provide the name, phone number, email, all these details. So this way you can add the user on this application. You have filtering option. You can download CSV or upload CSV for the users. So just see how complete this application is. Even though it is created by AI, we have this user section. And then the most important section is this task, which is the task manager. So already there are some tasks added. We can see the description for each of the tasks, the due date, if it is completed or not. So as you can see, 2 tasks are completed. We can see the recurrence status. So when this task is going to be recurring. So this particular task is going to be recurring monthly. And then we can also see the user for a particular task. And in order to create a new task, just click on this. So now we can add the title for the task, the description, provide more details about the task. We also have a lot of text formatting options. We can select the due date for the task and then we can mark it as completed. If this task is completed, we can select the recurrence status. And then we can also assign a particular member to this task. So just see how amazing Flatlogic is. I only used a few words in order to provide description about the type of application that I want, and it has came up with a perfect application, perfect task manager. So this is amazing. And then we can also manage the roles, the permissions, the profile, and we also have the API. So coming back to the dashboard of Flatlogic, as you can see, here's the application that I created. So I can go to the app, I can see the stack. And I can also add more application if I want from here. And another great feature of Flatlogic is that they offer a lot of templates. So they have React templates, Laravel, Sophia, Flatlogic, Transparent, Classic, a lot of templates. So you can see them by categories. And if you want to see all the React templates, just click on this. So here are all of them. So just like this, you can see all of these templates. You can also use any of them if you want. And you also might be interested in the roadmap of Flatlogic. So here's that. So here's the upcoming feature: request to AI, make changes via conversation, integrate AI chat on the description page, add ready to use templates, generate static websites on demand. So there are a lot of features on the roadmap. So overall, I think Flatlogic Generator is an excellent tool that lets you create applications, but you do not have to know any coding. You do not have to use any templates. All you have to do is just describe to the AI what kind of application you want, and the AI is going to deliver exactly that. So if you want to buy Flatlogic Generator on a lifetime deal from AppSumo, make sure you check the link in the description below. With this tool, you're going to get all these features, and these are some of the tiers that you can buy from AppSumo. There is also license tier 3.
So if you are new to AppSumo, you can get 10% off your first purchase. For that, go to the link in the description. And once you enter the link, you are going to get a pop-up like this. And on this box, you have to provide your email. Then click on unlock my 10%. And then you will get a link in your email. Go to that link and this way you can get 10%. You have to use it from AppSumo credits gift. And this 10% discount is only for new customers. You can also join our SaaS discussion group on Facebook to get latest updates on SaaS software, exciting discounts, and attractive giveaways just like this.